Hello everybody! Guess what? It's March 2nd and that's an exciting day because the Butterfly Bouquet collection is available to customers starting today and through May 3rd, 2021. And then I'll tell you a little more about that as we go, because some things will carry forward into the new annual effective May 4th and some things will not. Okay, so what the collection includes is a stamp and die bundle at 10% discount. It includes just the stamps or just the dies, but I always suggest most of the time getting both of them and getting them bundled, and they work so well together. So I definitely encourage you to get the bundle, and then and as part of the one collection number you would get the bundle. It also includes the Butterfly Bijou 6x6 designer series paper, which has really 12 designs and 8 of each, but it's double-sided paper, so it's 6 front designs, and you're seeing some of them here. And this one is special. And then the backs, oops, let me go like that. There we go. These are what you see on the back. And let me bring that one out a little further to the front. So we have some like watercolor effects, the Calypso Coral, this and this. And I'm going to show you a card I made using these two. And we're going to make a card in the same style, but using these two and another one, and a little bit of this. Now, let me tell you what's special about, and there's something else that comes with it too. What's special about this particular paper is the Butterfly Brilliance dies not only cuts out the, oh, let me first tell you too, I don't have it in here. This is one stamp. I have shown this before. I have it on my Stamparatus, and I do suggest you doing that because it's all one stamp and it's rather large, and you may need to stamp it multiple times to get good image. I did the first time I used it, so I do suggest that. So it's all one stamp, but the dies cut them out separately, so you can stamp whatever color you would like on here. And also these dies here, the outline dies, cut this paper so that you get 6 butterflies right from the designer series paper. You just have to be careful when you put it through your die cutting machine, your Big Boss if you have it, or whatever you have. Make sure that you use sticky notes or something to hold them in place so that they don't shift when you're running it through your machine, and you'll get some really pretty butterflies. And then on top of that, there are 6, this one moved, I think. Oh no, I'm doing it backwards. There are 6 detailed butterflies. There's 5 on here and one up here. And they cut out an outline. Let me just show you on here. This is a card I made on a live stream. And here's one of the ones cut out of the paper. And then this I cut out in a coordinating color, and it fits right over the butterfly. So these fit over either your stamped images or the paper die cut images, or you can just leave them separate, okay? So that is something you can do as well. And here's another example of a card I did on a live, where this I just cut out an oval. Here what we did is we used the blending brushes and made our own background with Magenta Madness, Calypso Coral, and I want to say So Saffron, but I could be wrong. And then I just stamped them in Memento Tuxedo Black and cut them out and bumped a couple of them up on dimensional. So that's another way to do it. And yeah, and so I'm going to show you, we're going to make 2 cards, and we're going to use some butterflies cut already out of the paper. From this paper, we're actually going to, well, I'll show you the card that I made, and then we're going to make a different colorway and a different butterfly. So this is the card we're going to make. It's a pocket card with a tag, but we're going to make it in a different colorway. So these butterflies are directly out of the paper. I didn't stamp them. I'm a little short on time today. I die cut the large detail one here out of vellum, and then I used dark Calypso Coral and a little bit of dark Mango Melody Stampin' Blends and just colored the vellum. And then I used the current, I don't know if these are orderable right now, but the black, I forget the name of them, black resin dots? Matte black dots is what they're called. And I used 4 large ones and 2 small ones and just put that down on the body after I glued the vellum onto that butterfly. And then this is one I just left it as it was right out of the paper right here. So, and then this actually is this die here. It cuts the little rectangles out. So I have this on a Calypso Coral card base, and it just, the Calypso Coral shows through. And I kind of like how that looks. And then I put some of the pieces down here. That one slid a little bit down here to continue the brick theme a little bit. Yeah, so that's what you can do. And then this is a 2" by 4" tag, and I use the beautiful Tag Topper Punch 149518. So anyway, if you are interested in getting this whole collection, oh, and there's another paper I didn't show you. This is called Natural Touch Specialty Paper. It is, you get 2 pieces of 12 by 12 for $5, and it is I don't know if you can see it, like it has a wood grain design, but it also I'm not going to be able to show it to you real well. It also has a little bit of embossed grain in it, but it's a real faint embossing. Let me turn this light down a little bit, and maybe you'll be able to see it better. You can kind of see it over here a little bit. Anyway, it does. It's real faint, and then the back of that is this, and you can sort of feel the texture on here too, the wood grain through the back. And maybe now I need the light on because you're seeing the shadow from my stand. Anyway, that is part of the collection as well. So if you get the whole collection, that order number is 159408. I will have a link to my store below, and if I get the picture taken, and I'll try and have a link to all the item codes for this whole collection in case you don't want the whole thing. It'll have the stamp number, the dies number, the paper number, the Natural Touch specialty paper number, the bundle for just the stamp and dies together, and then if you want it all, there will be a collection number. It'll be called the Butterfly Brilliance Collection. Okay, it includes the bundle, which is 10% off, the paper, and the Natural Touch specialty paper. All right, so with that, let's get started. We're going to make a card similar to this one with the pocket, but it actually opens as well. And the sentiments I used are actually out of the Timeless Tulips. I'll get this out of the way. I used the Hello, and also What a Beautiful Difference One Single Life Makes. And butterflies can symbolize many things. They can symbolize change. They can symbolize like a guardian angel watching over you whenever you see one. I like to think of that. I just think they're beautiful as well, and yeah, they always encourage me because they have, you know, a fairly short lifespan, and I don't know, they just encourage me. So anyway, I'm using sentiments only out of Timeless Tulips, and then we're also using this on the first card here. We used both of these circles out of the Tasteful Label dies, which is in the annual catalog. However, on the card we're going to do next, we're just going to use the small one, and I'll explain why. And we also are going to use the largest of this triangle here out of the Right Triangle bundle, also from the annual catalog. Can't remember the bundle number, but it'll be down below as well. I actually didn't use any of the stamps this time. I did use the die. So I'll give you the stamp number, the dies number, and the bundle number in case you're interested in that. And I think that's everything I needed to explain. Let's get started and I'll show you what we're going to make. Let me get this out of the way. Also, since it's March, I have a new host code for any orders under $150. Please use that host code, as it helps me get some embellishments and things to send thank you notes out to customers, and with a little gift. And I made a whole bunch of thank you cards now, so I have no excuse. All right, we are going to need first, now let me show you the colorway first. We're going to be using Bermuda Bay Cardstock, and I did use that on a card previously, but this will look different. It is just cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 over here. I cut a piece of this paper from the collection, but I'm not using this side this time, although that would go with it as well. I cut it with the reverse side because I want kind of a background. I don't know if you can see it. And it is in a, it looks really light there, but it is in Bermuda Bay, so it's 5.5 by 4 1/4 because I want it to cover the back. I already went ahead and die cut 2, but I've lost one. Uh-oh. Rectangle, oh, here it is. Triangles, excuse me, out of this designer paper, which I used on this card before, but we're using the reverse on this particular card. And these were that largest triangle I showed you. And we're going to glue them down just along the edges so that a pocket forms here. And then we need to work on the tag and the butterfly and so forth. So let's glue these down first. I'm just going to use some Tombow, and it's a brand new bottle, so it's started in the middle because it's kind of glooping. I can see it glooping out. And I like to, when I'm covering the whole front, I like to stand the card up and push it down to the bottom. Make sure it goes all the way to the edge. And it does, but this card is apparently cut a little, or scored a little crookedly. But yeah, it's fine. Okay. Now on these, we want to make sure we have them in the right direction. So we're going to just glue a little bit here and a little bit here. By the way, I also did post my host code on my Facebook business page as well as in my Facebook group. They're both by the name Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage on Facebook, except that the business page says Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator behind it, and the group just says Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage Group. But I do try and post in both places. If you would, please give my Facebook page a like and follow it, the business page. And if you would like to join the group, please just answer the 3 questions to join. As long as you answer the 3 questions and you don't seem like a spammer or something, I will let you into the group. No selling is permitted in the group, only sharing of what you make, because it's my group to sell in, basically. So I don't want to have other things being sold in there, but I love seeing everyone else's projects. So that's what we're doing with that. Now for the tag, I had previously cut some thick Whisper White, or you could use Basic White now. That's what they have now. And it's 2 inches by 4 inches. And then I ran it through, or punched it with this. But I want to cover that front of that, so I'm actually going to use the back of this paper, see, and use that punch as well. So I cut it down to 2 by 4, same dimensions. I'm going to push that in and push it all the way up. Make sure it looks even. Oops. Let it go flying. And then we're going to, I guess I have that tag a little bit beyond 4. Let me get my little trimmer in and check that out, because I thought it was 4, but maybe this one was cut a little longer. I guess it was by about 1/4 inch. There we go. That trimmer is no longer available, by the way, but I have it, so I'm going to use it. It's still just a smidge off. That's funny. Well, anyway, cut them both 2 inches by 4 inches. I think because you know what, I'm going to glue that down and then I'll trim that for the next. I'll just leave this here. Get my bits out of the way. So let's glue that down. And I didn't put anything on the back of the Whisper White because I thought it can be kind of like you're gifting that tag for them to use, and then they can write something on it and put it on a package for someone if they so choose. Or you could make a matching one and add a gift, and out of the same papers, you know, wrap a little box in the same papers and have a matching tag kind of thing. All right, there we go. So it's approximately 4 inches by 2 inches, and then using that, that punch. All right, and now we're going to use this Just Jade ribbon. The colors in here are in the background, Just Jade. This is Coastal Cabana, Misty Moonlight, and these might be a Just Jade also. So let me get my snips. Uh-oh, where'd my snips go? I lost my snips. There they are. Okay. They slid down. They were hiding. I'm going to cut it a little bigger than I probably need. And let me get this out of the way. And I'm just going to put it through and tie it instead of, and I got that a little bit off up there. Anyway, yeah, we're just going to tie it because I like that it sort of looks like wings when you tie it and have it just flitting above the card or the tag. I'm going to cut that down a little bit. One there and one here. All right, and then this is going to be the butterfly that we're going to use from the paper, and I believe it's in Mint Macaron and Just Jade, but I want where's the card I made? I want the vellum to be Bermuda Bay, so I have dark Bermuda Bay, I believe. Yep. And what we're going to do is, let me bring the mini die cutting machine, the Mini Boss by Stampin' Up. We're going to die cut the vellum first. I have to get my plates, and I'm going to pick out the die. I'm going to just do it the butterfly. Here it is. That coordinates. So off the first sheet of 5, it's this one here. And it'll fit over that perfectly, see? So we're going to die cut that, and then we're going to color it with Bermuda Bay. But I'm going to go back and forth, and my paper under here is sliding. I'm going to stand up and try and hold it down. The machine's not moving, the paper is. As soon as I hear that last crunch, I'm going to go back through again, and hopefully that cut out now. Let me close this up and straighten things out again. Excuse me for sniffling. It's a little bit chilly in here and it's giving me the sniffles. So let's see if we can get, let me clean my plate off real quick. I'll just do that later. Alright, I have to use the brush and try and get the remaining bits out, which hopefully should come out pretty easy now. Yeah, see? And I just turned it over and did it on the back. So run it through twice and it should come out pretty easily. Okay, here we go. Just finish this up. Okay, let me clean my mat off. I do recommend running it maybe 2 or 3 times through the machine if you're using the mini. On the big machine, I went back and forth twice. Back once and forth once, if that makes sense. Alright, now I need a piece of paper toweling, which I have right here. And I'm going to use the dark Bermuda Bay. And we're just going to color the vellum. And you can use multiple colors, but I do suggest you let the first color dry, which it dries fast because it is vellum and it is alcohol. Not that the vellum makes that much difference on it drying, but the I'm going to turn this over, but the alcohol in it dries fairly quickly. But do let it dry. If you're going to add another color, we can even try that. We could use either Just Jade or Mint Macaron. Let's try some mint, because we have some mint macaron in this paper, and we'll see how it looks. And we also have some in the butterfly underneath. So let me see. I like that. Alright, we'll go over some areas with some mint macaron, and I'm going to use dark again. Boy, isn't that pretty on the paper toweling, huh? So let's just maybe do some of these areas with the mint macaron. And we could even do around the body because that's going to be covered. There we go. Kind of like that. Gives it a different look. Maybe even a little on the wings, on the edge. Okay, and then wipe your lighter color off in case it picked up any of the darker color. You probably should go from light to dark, but yeah, oh well. Let me put them away. So that was dark mint macaron and dark Bermuda Bay, and there we have it. And then that fits right over this. Now I glued it down originally, but to save time I'm going to try using glue dots instead, and I think I'm going to put them on here, maybe one up there. It's a little off. I have one down here I missed. That one's perfect, and one in the middle. I only want it on the center body, yeah, for the most part. And then we're gonna put that down. I'm not sure I like that actually. I'm gonna roll them a little bit in onto the body part only. I don't want that showing through. So you can use glue if you do hold it in place for a little bit while it dries. And there, isn't that beautiful? Now we could also add a little bit of Winkostella, but I'm going to be a little careful with it because I don't want that color to all come off, right? And Winkostella will take some of the color off, but we're going to put a little sparkle on those wings. Can't see a whole lot, but it's there. Don't really need it on the body again. Alright, we're going to set that aside to dry. Make sure it's completely dry, and in the meantime we're going to stamp on the inside and on a little piece of Whisper White Thick. We're going to stamp hello, and I think this time I'm going to actually stamp in Bermuda Bay instead of black like I did, tuxedo black like I did the first time. So we're going to stamp hello, and again this is out of the Timeless Tulips. And we need to put it in the center because we're going to die cut it with this. And then we're going to stamp What a Beautiful Difference One Single Life Makes. Isn't that the truth? And it's been a rough year last year and for some this year already. And we have lost a lot of different people. And so this is for sure the truth. Now, let's see what I want to do next. Okay, let me die cut this. I'm going to just turn around and do it on the big machine rather than have it slip sliding around on here. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, and let me put the die where it belongs or I will lose it for sure. And that is part of the Tasteful Label dies. Tasteful Label dies in the annual catalog. 152888 something. 152886. Okay. Are the dies only, but there is a stamp set that goes with that too. Again, it will be linked, all the item codes will be linked down below. Now we're going to put that on a piece of Just Jade that's cut 5 1/4 by 4. This white is 5 by 3 3/4. It's kind of a standard mat for me. I'm going to start in the middle because, like I said, it's a new bottle. It's a little bit gloopy. Coming out fast is what I'm trying to say. And make sure we have it sort of straight. Pretty straight there. And be careful when you rub it because it could shift on you. And then let's glue that on the inside before we attach our butterflies on the front. So this is a fairly easy card to do, just a little something different than what I usually do. And I had the tags already laying here, so I thought, why not? And actually, I had seen a video by Barb of Barb Stamps. She is like besties with my upline. And anyway, I saw her doing these pocket cards with, I forget the paper. It was one of the Celebration papers. Alright, so like I said, we're going to do this time. This is going to get glued down onto here. And I want it down low enough that it kind of overlaps the opening here. Now on this card, I did use the brick. I'm not going to do that this time because this has a pattern in it already of little circles. I don't know if you can see that very good. There we go. See? Isn't that pretty? All the colors coordinate. Now, there's 2 little dies in the die set that I have not been able to find cut out any of the butterflies in the paper, and nor do I see a stamp for them. So they just cut out. So I cut one out of this background paper here, and I thought maybe we'd put that right down here, and then we can just have a little mint macaron one with something inside it there. And so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to just glue this down where I had it bumped up before. But so we're going to kind of put it right near this center area is. Right here, right at the connecting point. And then I think I'll use glue dots on this as well, so the wings can kind of flutter. And just put that right here, and then we'll put some embellishment there. This one I'm going to actually glue down. And you could put as many or none if you don't want any, but I just thought it brought out the mint macaron and the color there. You could do it in just jade. You need to be fluttering upwards, not downwards, tag. And then this we want to be about right there. So I think I'm going to put that down with glue dots also. And the back even would have been pretty. So let me get a few glue dots on here in the center. You could glue it, but I don't want to, right. Okay, tag, come on. There we go. So we're going to put this right about like, maybe this way. Maybe, no, we want it this way, like this. Okay, that's good. Kind of would have liked to have been over that way a little bit, but that's okay. So let's get out some embellishments. I have, on this one, I had a terracotta tile little butterfly out of the butterfly gems from the annual catalog. I still have some of those left, but I don't really have any of those in any of these colors. So I do have Coastal Cabana sequins, which I think would look pretty. Or I think I also have Coastal Cabana in these gems. I am thinking sequins, and then I do want to get out the black gems again for the center of the butterfly there. But we need something smaller. Well, yeah, we might use just the little ones on this, and then we'll put the big ones and little ones on here. So let's do that first. Now we have some seaside spray. I don't think that would work. Or we could just use white pearls. Let me get those out actually. Let's see how we like the white. Or we could color. Let's use the white instead of the black this time. Except for on the big part here. So we'll still use the black there. Alright. So I want a big one for his head. Right up here. And then I think I put another big one. But it's a different butterfly. So actually, I'm going to put a big one right here. And a little one in between them. I should have, oops, get in there. There we go. And then on this one, I need more little ones going down the body, where the other one was mostly big ones. So you do it however you would like. There we go. So a big, little, big, and 3 littles on that one, where this one was big, big, little, because it kind of went in, and then big, big, little, which is sliding apparently. Okay, now let's get the basic pearls. Sorry for the crinkling. I should keep them out of the packaging, but then I get them stuck to other stuff, so I don't like to do that. And we're going to use pearls down here. We could color them. I'm going to use a tiny little one for its head, right there. And then I think I'm going to use a big one. And then 1 or 2 mediums probably. There's 3 sizes and it's just 1 medium. There, that's that one. And let's do the same for this one. We'll use a medium. I think we're going to just use all medium on that one. Yep, 2 mediums on that one. And then I think instead of using the sequins even, we're just going to use pearls. And we'll put one right in the center up here of this circle. Move these out of the way. And maybe one over here, and maybe another one right up here, right there. Okay, there we go. That is, oh, now on the other one, I did put, I put a butterfly that I had of the die cuts in here. I don't know. Let me see if I keep the extras in my case. I don't think I have another one little that matches. And we could stamp, but then it's all one stamp, remember. So I don't know if I want to bother doing that. So that is our card. I feel like I need another butterfly up here though. So I think I'll be right back. I want to put these gems away. Okay, everyone, I had a little scrap of this paper, so I just die cut another butterfly. And I'm going to need to use my pokey tool to get it out because it's not wanting to come out. There we go. Sometimes they pop right out, and I don't have it on my desk. Let me put that over here. And I thought we need something. We need another butterfly up here, so we can either do that or, yeah, I think this paper. And we'll have it going this way since they're both going that way. All right, let me glue that down as well, because I don't want it interfering with the tag. Okay. And then I think we'll do the same. We'll put pearls in it, which I put away, of course. All right. And let's see, a little one for its head, just like we did down at the bottom, because it's the same shape as this one. And then a big one. Or did I use a medium? No, I used a big. And then a medium. There we go. Lots of pearls on it. And that's the Mama Papa. Mama Papa. There we go. That is our card done. And here was the first one that I had done. And I think they both came out cute. Sorry for the messy mat. So if you're interested in any of these products, the links for all the products will be down below, like I said. And I would definitely appreciate your business if you are in the United States of America. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this is kind of a special deal because it's like a pre-release of the bundle, which is the Stamp and Dies Butterfly Brilliance bundle with the Brilliant Wings dies. And there are the 2 sets of dies in here. They will be in the new annual catalog due to come out effective for customers May 4th. But Stampin' Up! Brought it out early, and then for a limited time only, the Butterfly Bijou Designer Series paper and the Natural Touch specialty paper. And if you are interested in seeing more of these, I will be doing a live stream Wednesday evening this week at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do at least 1 or 2 more cards using the Butterfly Brilliant collection. So, and some other things. So come on out and visit, and yeah, let me know if you like these. If you do, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And like I said before, please go check out my Facebook group and ask to join if you'd like to know when I'm going to be posting videos or when specials are coming out. That's how I mostly communicate. Or my Facebook business page. Like and follow me there. And the announcements go in both places. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and week, and head on over to Stampin' Up! And get yours, because things fly out the door. All right, everyone, thank you. Have a great day.